Right, welcome. Harley Quinn, hotly discussed, both in her Suicide Squad iteration and her brand new Birds of Prey iteration. Obviously the change there was a conscious one. Right the way through to her new cartoon appearance, which apparently is fantastic. I just haven't got around to watching it. But I did find this interesting. Look, Suicide Squad director David Ayer says that Harley Quinn's story arc was eviscerated for political reasons, which I would say makes sense. I mean, we've seen a clothing change for political reasons. I will say, look, I've got to give David Ayer some props for calling it out. Regardless of whether you agree with any of what he's made, whether it's good or bad, or whatever, it's kind of besides the point. Man's got some stones to be calling this out, right? And this all came over on Twitter, and we're going to dive in because it is very, very funny. Now, like I say, this is all down to Birds of Prey, a discussion centered around that, centered around the cartoon character and the comic and things like that. It was a bit weird, though, because it looks like David Ayer was just kind of traversing the internet. I don't think he was... I'm pretty sure he wasn't tagged in it. So I don't really know what, like... I don't know what happened. But he just discovered this tweet, basically. So he said, obviously, sadly, her story arc was eviscerated. It was her movie in so many ways. Look, I tried. I rendered Harley comic book accurate. And everything is political now. Everything. I just want to entertain. I will do better. Now, the tweet that he's actually responding to is an absolute garbage tweet anyway. And it really is. So, if you want to follow me on Twitter, please do, at Mr. H Reviews. But here's the garbage tweet. So it was like, well, you know, why is... in it right? Let's get right into the actual crux of all of this. So this started, right, because David Ayer obviously tweeted this with respect to, like another tweet. So I guess it was kind of on his timeline. So yeah, it kind of makes sense why he tweeted it out, but you can kind of see what I mean, like responding to these people. Would you consider a live commentary of Squad? And someone said, look, is Gotham City Sirens still on the table? Which is obviously just, you know, nicely replying to him, kind of getting into it like that. And then this person, oh my lord, just said, I hope they make it, but with a female director. As if what flops between your legs makes a difference with respect to the end result of the film. I mean, we've just seen Cathy Yan's Birds of Prey, and that was trash. You know, it's baffling to me. It seems that when we start to approach filmmaking from a political standpoint, or at least an ideological standpoint, like a socio-ideological standpoint, that's when the issues actually start to occur. Like, male directors don't go at it going, right, I'm gonna do this because my ideology, right? That's really rarely the case. There are some, FYI, but when we then start to, when ideologies start to get into the mix, i.e., you know, Cathy Yan's whole pitch for Birds of Prey was a sizzle reel of what women supposedly have to go through. It's like the female gaze kind of thing, right? How's that a pitch for a movie, for starters? I mean, you can tell why it was an absolute garbage movie just based off of that. But it seems that, you know, when those things start coming into play, that's when you end up with absolute shite, because it takes over the narrative, the actual core fundamentals of telling a story. Which, you know, I would say, you know, why are we doing this now? There's so many of this kind of, you know, woke movement, and not even that, just so many movies have bombed now as a result of it. But hey, look, this person then jumped in and said, you know, I hope they make it, but with a female director. It's not going to change it. It's not going to make it better. Fantastic, Snyder's Batcave. Why is that even remotely important? Because woman good, man bad. Didn't you know? Yes. That is always the case. And then she doubled down on it. I'm alone. And this is the laughable part here, right? Yes, exactly. Men directors generally don't portray women in a real way, just as eye candies. Way to do a sweeping generalisation, love. What? How? Sorry, what is this trash that you're talking about? Men directors generally don't portray women in a real way? What about Ellen Ripley? What about Sarah Connor? Did Kathy Yan portray men in a real way in her film? I do not think so. No man in that film had any morals at all, aside from the guy that was making breakfast. You know, he was the only good one out of them all. And he didn't do anything. He wasn't even a character. But yeah, no, okay. She kept going. She doubled down on it. Of course she did. I can't be sexist towards men because we live in a world ruled by men. Right. Queen Elizabeth of England. Boris Johnson's just taken over from Theresa May. Yeah, no, you're talking shit. You really want to be oppressed so bad. Oh my god. A fantastic comment here from Gearhead. Was Wonder Woman eye candy in BVS? No, she was portrayed as the badass warrior superhero she is. This is the thing, right? These people love to double down on it, right? Did you watch Birds of Prey, made by a woman? I love that movie. Best movie of 2020! Of course it is! You don't have too much to choose. There was a lot of good movies out in 20... oh, no, sorry. It wasn't even out in 2020, was it? It was out just prior, I think. I think? No, it was. No, you are right. It was out in 2020. And it's bombed. Incredibly bad. And there are better movies out there. Already. Many better movies than that. The thing is, the fact that a woman directed a movie doesn't mean that it's going to be good, just because it depends on the quality of the work, and Yan was not at the level of the circumstances. And then some other language of which I cannot decipher. And then people just saying, yeah, sexist much. Yeah, it is sexist. Absolutely, it's sexist. A man can and have made complex women characters while also making them physically appealing. Women actresses do also enjoy showing their physique. Yes, they do. This is true, but women are most understood by women. No, they're not. No, they're not. And also, as well, you've got to remember who's the target audience. Because if women are most understood by women, and they portray a movie for women, but women don't go out and watch it, then you've fundamentally failed at your film, haven't you? Which is what the result of Birds of Prey and Kathy Yan was. But if a male director comes in, who, yes, may not necessarily, under this proviso, and I understand women to the degree that apparently a woman does, but it's catered for men, then that's the right narrative to push, isn't it? That's the right approach from a filmmaking business perspective. Yes? Yes. Utter nonsense. Utter garbage. You know, and again, what happened with Kill Bill? Incredible. You're sexist and an idiot. But then apparently, women can't be sexist now. Just like black people can't be racist. Of course. Makes so much sense. Sexism in your case means a bias against men. It has nothing to do with oppression. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what sexism is. It's not... The what? The fundamental dictionary definition of sexism is just like a prejudice. Fucking misandrist. It pissed me off so much. And then it continues. Look, other people saying, who oppresses you? Because I want to know. I mean, is it your boss? Is it a man at a bank? Is it some random guy on Twitter who is keeping you down in life, girl? You are, again, sexist and an idiot. You really want to be oppressed so bad. Again, no, it's got nothing to do with that. You're a sexist piece of shit. Reverse sexism doesn't exist unless we live in a world ruled by women. You're an idiot. I love putting these total morons on blast. How did you get out of bed? How did you function? Reverse sexism is not a thing. Just the same as reverse racism is not a thing. Stop trying to reconfigure the definitions of words and just make up new ones. It's not going to catch on. It doesn't work. You're an idiot. Of course, reverse sexism doesn't exist. It's just called sexism towards women or men. There is no reverse. Exactly. So I really do like the fact that David Ayer then jumped back on this, right? And just said, let me just scroll back down. With respect to the comments on Harley Quinn. Sadly, her story arc was eviscerated. It was her movie in so many ways. Look, I rendered Harley comic book accurate. Ellis Bell, you follow me actually. Thank you so much. And also My Nerdy Home, you follow me. You're getting your 5 minutes of fame extra now. Follow me on Twitter. You may appear in a video, it seems. But yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, people jumping in here. Steph says, you know, you're doing a great job. Don't question yourself. I loved Harley in SS. Hated her in Birds of Prey. I didn't like her neither, personally. I don't like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I just don't buy it. But lots of people seem to prefer her in Suicide Squad than in Birds of Prey. And yeah, I agree with that. She's probably better. People saying, you know, F that, don't apologise, these clowns. Completely. People are so stupid. And I really do like, again, this is Pleb chime back in again. Yeah, okay. I love the character. I'm just saying she was eye candy. So? Do women not like to be attractive? I'm sure women like to be attractive. What are you talking about, idiot? There's nothing wrong with women being attractive. At all. What's wrong with it? Is it the fact that you're not? Do you feel... You know, I'm not saying that you're not. I'm not saying that you are. But is it that you feel, you know, personally attacked? Or you've got some insecurities? Like, what's going on? What's wrong with women just being attractive? You know? Fucking idiots. Oh, I just love this. I thought this was hilarious. David Ayer, my dude. Banging. Epic. Love to have you on the show. Talk to you about some, you know, random shit with respect to Suicide Squad. That'd be awesome. And how the movie was just apparently taken away from you. And eviscerated and politicised moving forwards. Anyway, thought you'd find this funny. Thought we'd have a good old deep dive on this nonsense trash. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you're new here, hit subscribe. Make sure you share this video. Also, do follow me over on Twitter, because YouTube, confirmed by YouTube themselves, will not notify you of videos past the 3rd video in a day. Great for topical channels like mine. That's really, really handy. For fuck's sake. Thank you so much though, guys. I've missed Age. Take care.